Please, please, look at me. Look at me. Just kill me already. Please, just kill me already. Don't worry, son. I'm gonna turn you into a marketable plushie. Thank you, Father. Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The lighting isn't the best because it's pretty late in the day, but I just wanted to get this plush review out real quick, so, you know, here we are. So today, obviously, I am covering the Twisted Lefty remake, all right? Now, this character, I'll be honest, it's not everybody's favorite, but he's going to be important, or at least I'm going to need him, so I had to remake him. And I saw a Lefty plush being sold for a pretty good price, so I said, you know what, might as well. And obviously, we're going to start with the original. Now, you know, where the f*** do I begin? I guess we'll start with why I made him. That's a horrible place to start. I don't know why I made him. I was really custom happy back in the day, so whatever. I know he's not going to sit back up, so I'm just going to leave him there. I was really custom happy back in the day, so I turned my original Twisted Freddy into a Dreadbear custom, which I recently killed off. I don't know why I took my original. Like, I'm so mad about my past self for taking away my original Twisted Freddy. Like, why the hell did I do that? Like, why did I turn my Blacklight Happy plush into whatever the hell this thing is? And, you know, I was really custom happy. I don't know why, I just was. So I saw a Lefty character. I didn't use him that much, so I said, you know what, let's do it. And honestly, I think the reason why is because it was just the ashes. It was literally just the bare bones of the Lefty plush, because I gave his hat to the original Happy. I'll try to find a picture. I gave his star to the original Happy too. Try to find a picture of that. So he was literally just without a hat and without a bow tie. So I was like, you know what, let's turn this into something. So boom, Twisted Lefty was born. I didn't use him very much. He made a few appearances here and there, but he was never really part of the Twisted Ones gang. I guess like the origin that I came up with when I was like 4, no, it was more like 9, is, you know, Mega Knight fused somebody together and then it made this. And good God. He is literally falling apart at every single part of him. Like his hat, you can literally see into him. Like that sounds suggestive. You can literally see into him. These balls on his legs are basically just reduced to the stuff that's hot glued on. The limbs, this is hot glued on. This is hot glued on, in case you couldn't tell, because it's not very obvious. I did a great job at hiding it. This is hot glued on. This is hot glued on and coming off. Like he's just falling apart. He's only being held together by pure hatred. I feel like if I throw him just a little too hard, he'll just explode like a bunch of Legos. I think the only thing I did moderately okay was his face with the pitch black eyes and the teeth. Like that's the only part that I think I did okay. He's just a mess. I'm sorry to the original. I'm sorry, but you're not in good shape, buddy. You're objectively not in good shape. So if I was going to use Twisted Lefty again, I damn well wasn't going to use this one. I knew that for a fact. And, you know, these puffy balls, you know, these are actually in shockingly good shape, but, you know, just the smallest pull and then they come off. So, yeah. So that's the original, and let's move on to the remake. Now, there is one very big glaring detail, this big old thing. I didn't want it to be this big, but it was too late by the time I put it on. But basically, the whole idea is that the puppet is just wrapped around him. Like, the puppet is already inside Lefty, so I decided to go with that. I found some what is it called? Fan art. I'll put a picture of what my main reference was. I wanted to recreate that, because I really liked it. So, you know, puppets coming out of his hat, out of his neck, and always wrapped around his neck. And I think I did a pretty good job. I did go with the bubbles again. I didn't want to use the puffy balls because those wear out pretty quick, so I went with these, and I think they're a pretty good substitute. They're just enough. There's just enough of them for you to notice, but not too much that they just like take over the whole design. And that's exactly what I was going for. Now in the Clyde video, I talked about felt and when to use it. The teeth are made of felt, okay? The teeth is something that you definitely want to use felt for, okay? Because they stand stronger and they're less floppy. Let me just hold up. All right, you see Omega right here, okay? I used fleece for his teeth. All right, let's just show you. You see that? You see how wobbly they are? They move around very easily, but these they're on tight, okay, and they don't wobble that much, all right, and they're less flaky, because you see how flaky these are. See all this stuff coming off of them? Felt doesn't do that as much, okay? So yes, felt is what you want to, this is how you want to use felt, okay? Because it has its purposes. Matter of fact, the ear is made of felt because it stands taller easier, all right? If it was made of fleece, it'd probably be flopping around a little more, right? And we don't want that, now do we? I did a lot better on the face, especially the mouth. I gave him 2 rows of teeth, which I was kind of worried about because from certain angles, it just looks like a mess down there. But I think it was a good decision in the end because he looks really, really scary. I think this one definitely looks more like a twisted plush, like a twisted animatronic, because he does look more like what Funko made. I actually have like Twisted Freddy right here, so you can see there's a very clear resemblance, especially mainly with the mouth. And you know, I wanted to go with these kinds of eyes, but I didn't. I wanted to stick to the original somewhat and use the pitch black eyes with the little white dot in the middle. So I did keep some of it and move it over here. I didn't want to go too crazy with the withering, so I only added that. And there is supposed to be something behind there, but I obviously covered it up with the big ass tentacle on accident. So, you know, I obviously withered his hat, which I think is a nice touch. I took a chip out of it right there, because I think there's not a chip in it. But yeah, clearly I deviated from the original design quite a lot, and I think with both of my remakes so far, actually all of them, I think the differences between them are the best parts, because I think I have a lot better like style sense nowadays rather than I had back then, clearly. So I think it's the differences between these two that really make it shine, because it really is just a remake, not like just copy and pasting it over. My only gripes with this plush is how big this tentacle is and the fact that his ear looks like a freaking telephone pole. You know, that's not really... See, now I can't unsee that. Now, why did I say that? Now everyone's gonna... I honestly think I did a pretty good job with him. Like, this is a plush that I'd be happy to show on screen and use for a long-term period. So, he will be in videos in a few, either next season or the season afterwards, because I don't really know what's going to happen after the Crimson Death movie. I made a small outline for what I want to happen, but I haven't really done too much. Like, I haven't looked into it that much. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to get to the damn Crimson Death movie in itself, not figure out what's going to happen after it. So, Twisted Lefty, you won't see him for a little bit. He will kind of just be an idle character in the background, and when it's his time, it's his time. So yeah, that's about all I can give you. So, you know, let me know what you think about this plush in the comments down below. Let me know who you think I should remake next. I already know who I want to, but if you guys have suggestions, please feel free to share them in the comments. So, I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.